Okay guys, so today we're going to be covering a very important thing, is how to punch harder, how to hit with power. You're faced with a bigger attacker. George overweighs me, a good 30, 40 pounds. I'm faced with George on the street. Well, I got to make sure that I know how to transfer weight and how to put my whole body behind the shot. This is crucial, that when you're faced with a larger and bigger attacker, you're able to finish the fight in the first strike. I don't want to sit and wrestle with this guy. He's strong. Wrestle with me, George. Just come. Very strong. Look up. He's got a lot of power. He's not a little guy. There's a lot of power behind him. The last thing I want to do is wrestle with him. What I want to do is hit him hard and hit him with a lot of power and finish the fight as quickly as possible. First thing you want to do to transfer weight, well, you need good grounding. So first thing you want to do when you're hitting is make sure that you get good stability on your feet. That when you decide to throw your strike, imagine you have like claws on your feet and you can plant them on the ground. That's the first thing, is good grounding. Second of all, you need to know how to explode and use your hips, right? Or else if I'm just hitting, I'm palming, let's say, I'm just using my shoulder muscles, a little bit my back. I want to make sure that when I hit, boom, my whole body transfers weight. So how do I do that? A simple trick I have is that every time my elbow moves, my knee moves. So what would this mean? Imagine you were like a puppet and you had something attached, that if I elbowed, this would turn. If I elbow up, if I elbow down, if I palm, my hip will drive, right? I'm going to plant my feet to the ground, I'm going to transfer the power through my hips, and it could be explosive. It's all about explosive. It's how much torque can you push out in a very fast. So you want to go from 0 to 60, boom, in a second, where the person doesn't expect it. So even if I'm here and I'm faced with George and I'm neck cranking, let's say I'm here, I got my hands in his face and I'm doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm doing this, I'm turning. If I'm going to pull his hair, look at my knee, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to do this. My whole body will come in to make sure that my whole body moves together, and I'm maximizing, I'm using all my muscles, even those little stabilizer muscles, to be able to put my whole body behind the shot or behind the trap to make sure, well, if he's bigger, well, I'm using every muscle in my body to make sure I could utilize as much as I could to make sure I don't give him an advantage. Same thing, if I'm elbowing, I'm not going to do this. My elbow's going to come up. That means what? My knee's going to come up. It's going to turn at the same time. So when I'm hitting, I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. If I'm here and I'm going to hit, let's say I'm going to hit you like this. If I'm here, I'm not doing this. I'm going boom, and I'm hitting with my whole power, going, turning the hip and driving it right through, and make sure I'm not pushing, but I'm hitting, okay? Now just imagine if you're faced with a person you're talking to and trying to diffuse, and as he's talking to me, whack, I come up. My hip turns, my knee turns, my hand comes up, and I go through the target. Guys, this is the key to finishing a fight on the first strike and finishing it as quickly as possible.